Hi folks, welcome to your Business Career Strategies course. My name is Carol Tristani and I'm one of several instructors who teaches this course to our first semester students. First of all, I want to congratulate you on selecting Mohawk. I think you made a fine choice and welcome to the college. I think it's a good idea to give you a little bit of an orientation to your online environment, which is really the purpose of this video. A lot of students come from high school into the college system, or even, from the workplace into the college system, and you notice that we have a lot of online activities for our first semester students, and a lot of your contact and your assignment submissions and even doing assignments are usually in an online capacity. So I think it's a good idea to give you a little bit of an orientation. So what I'm going to cover today is I'm going to cover some areas in the course information area. I'm going to cover the calendar, and I'm also going to try and cover some of the key areas of this top row here, which is where you're going to access things to submit and take quizzes and that kind of thing. So the first thing I want to do is introduce you to your learning plan. Your learning plan, we put it together in Word, and what it is, it's a little document, and it tells you how your assessments work, like how you're going to be graded. So it says you have in-class activities and participation activities, some in class and some outside of class, worth 15% of your final grade. You're going to have some online discussion boards. In this course, you have 5 this semester. They're each worth 4% for a total of 20. And you're going to have 8 assignments to submit, and together they're worth 55%. And you have a quiz. And you also have a survey to do for us before you go on break this fall. And each of those are worth 5% for a total of 10%, and that gives you 100%. So we also put here every week, and some people will wind up doing, because some people might start the week of September the 1st, some people might not start to the week of September 8th, depending on whether or not you miss your first class, because we have orientation for students and the Labor Day holiday. So sometimes there might be some classes that don't start till the second week. So we try and do a more generic outline so that students have a better idea of what's due. So we tell you when your due dates are in your learning plan. We tell you you have a quiz, when it's due. So this is kind of a summary of everything that goes on in your course. We let you know that you have your discussion board postings and the approximate week that you should be looking at doing those discussion boards. So we kind of put it into a week, and you'll find that your instructor will guide you in terms of reminders. They might put them on their Elearn course and the news column, which I'll show you in a minute. They might mention it to you in class, different things, but you'll always get some kind of a reminder, whether it's through your learning plan itself, through the calendar, which is on your course homepage, of what's due and when. Okay, so I would suggest that you guys print this or save it to your desktop in some way so that you can consult it when you need it. You'll notice here that you do have your fall break the week of October 20th, so we don't have any classes that week. All right, so I just think it's important that you have this document, all right, with you at all times, because it's kind of your Bible. It tells you what you're going to be studying in every week, what's due in and around that week, and anything you need to take to class or any access you need to your course in order to submit the assignments. Okay, so that's your learning plan. Very important document. Now, if we go back to our course homepage, you'll also notice here that we have a calendar on this side, and the calendar shows you what's due and when, right? So clearly this calendar, we don't want it to keep going down the whole page. It cuts out at and around November the 9th. But what happens too is that as these due dates pass, things come off the calendar, and then these things move up. So you're always going to have for the next month and a half what's due in your course. So you'll always be on top of it. You'll know when the due dates are. If you want to see them all in advance, just click your course calendar here. It's a Word document that we've prepared, and what you can do is you can print this, you can save it to your own laptop, computer. You can even take these dates and plug them into your phones. So what we do is we tell you when things are due, when discussion boards open, when your postings are due, okay? And then again when some of these boards close, right? When they close. So we've got discussion boards in red, we've got quizzes in green, and we've got drop boxes or documents that you submit for grading in purple. So we kind of color coded a bit for you so that you know if you have a color printer, some people like this, right? But in any case, it tells you what's due and when, and you can see here just about every week something is happening for you guys. In some weeks, 2 or 3 things are happening, and you do get a little bit of a break here this week of the 16th. And the reason why we like to do it is because we know a lot of students, it's down to the wire, they're trying to catch up on a lot of things. But even after that, you're still going to have some things due in your careers course. Don't forget, in this course, one of the advantages is you don't have a midterm and you don't have a final. But that doesn't mean you don't have any work to do. You have quite a bit to do. So I suggest that you make sure you know when all your due dates are. So that's why I think it's a good idea to print this and review it, or save it at least to your desktop so that you can consult it and you know when everything is due. Your exam week is going to start on December the 6th, of Saturday, December 6th. Sometimes we do have Saturday exams. May not be you, but it might be some students do. And the exam week will go right till Friday, sometimes even the following Saturday. And then your Christmas holidays will kick in. All right. So now that you've had a look at the calendar, if we go back to your course, I want to just let you know what these these areas are up here. You'll be looking a lot at the content area. In the content area, it's kind of the lifeblood of your course. It tells you here week by week, not just what's due. In this case, because it's the first class, prior to class, we want to make sure that you purchase your Strengths Quest card. The Strengths Quest card, it has a code on it to allow you to register to a website where some of the activities, you will get information on some of the activities that you're going to do in this course. So we have instructions on here on how to register. All right. So if you click that link in your course, it'll bring up a PDF document and we walk you through the registration process. So once you get your code, okay, once you get your code, and it's a little, I call it the wedding invitation or the shower invitation. It's about a 3x4 card, and on it, it has a registration code. So once you've got your card with the code, you go to this website, strengthsquest.com, you click register, and then you follow the prompts to register, all right? And we've got it down here, and if you need any help registering, you can call the 1-800 number or you can email them. All right, we find 99% of our students are fine, but when you do have to register, you have to provide them with an email address and you have to set up your password. Now, I'm recommending that when you register for Strengths Quest, that you use your Mocomotion email and your Mocomotion password, so there's less for you to remember. So, because if you say, I don't remember my username and password for my course, or for my Strengths Quest, I'm going to say I can't help you. I don't know what it is because you set it up. So I recommend that you make it the same as your Mohawk email and password. All right, so you can see here we have everything pretty well laid out for you. So we try and make sure that you're going in and getting things done and things that will help you access your course and put points on the board in your course. You can see here that we've even set up your quiz. The question mark icon here means quiz. Now the quiz is going to open September 3rd. I'm doing this video now, it's more toward the end of August, so the quiz isn't open yet, but it gives you the start date of the quiz and the end date. So if you click here, you can actually access your quiz through this link in your content section. So the only thing you don't see here at this point is a link down here that says start now or take the quiz. It'll say something, but the reason you don't see it is it's not September 3rd yet. When September 3rd at 6 a.m. comes about, you get on, you log in, you're going to find that there's a link here that allows you to start the course, right? So this quiz, you have 45 minutes to do it. There's 2 attempts. We give you 2 attempts, and it's on the Charter of Expectations. That's kind of the, things that we expect you to know about how we manage our students here at the McKeel School of Business. So it'll give you information on testing protocols, some of our procedures on academic appeals and kind of the do's and don'ts for students in the School of Business. You can go to our website to get the Charter of Expectations, but for your convenience, we load it up here in your course. If you don't want to read the whole charter, yourself while you're online in a frame, that's okay too. You can always pop it out. So this allows you to view the content in a new window, so you can click that little guy. And now it brings you full screen for the charter. Sometimes the PDF documents do take a little bit longer to load up, but they will load for you. You just be patient, eh? See, it takes a little bit of time. So here are some of the areas that charter covers. Talks about treating people with respect, being honest, being responsible, being, a person of integrity, and things that you need to know about our testing environment. To make sure that you know something about it, okay, what we do is we give you, as I said before, a little quiz on the charter. And that quiz link will be open again on September the 3rd. Sometimes you even have homework assignments. So the homework assignments can be accessed here. Now this Dropbox, I just set it now to be open August the 11th, only because I want to show you how it works. In this case, you would have done from your Strengths Quest assessment, you would have done your Strengths Quest assessment, and you would have downloaded what we call an insights report. Okay? And we send you a link in case you haven't done the assessment. Remember, you registered, right? So if you've already registered, right, then what you would do is you could sign in and then you could get your report. If you haven't yet done the quiz or registered and done your Strengths Quest, you click register and that will take you through the process. All right? But in our course, all right, if you've done Strengths Quest, what we want you to do is we want you to go in and we want you to download your insights report. And we've got a document here. It's a little screen capture and it'll show you how to download your insights report, how to find it. Once you've got it, you're going to click the link to put it in this little thing, and that little icon here is a box. It looks like a little box with papers in it. That's what we call a Dropbox. Now, you can upload, okay? You can find your file. I'm just finding this file, but you're going to find your insights report. Click your open, right? It'll show you the document here, and then what you do is click submit to Dropbox, and you're good to go. You're good to go. All right. Now it'll say here, confirmation email sent successfully. All right. Now you'll notice here in these instructions, I try and put instructions in every Dropbox. Depending on how you access your Dropbox, like we went through content to do it, the instructions might be a little bit different if we go through assessment and access the Dropbox here. But it doesn't matter. It's still pretty straightforward. You just upload, okay, or depending how you access, you might see an add a file button. That's also okay. You click whatever you find here, either upload or add a file, and once you find it, you click submit or submit to Dropbox, as we've seen, all right? And then it'll send a confirmation email to your account. Now you'll notice here, I don't have anything. Well, I do. See, I got a Dropbox submission receipt, and it tells me that I submitted my stuff, right? That I submitted my document to the Dropbox. All right. So I'm just going to go in here and show you, because you'll see this in your email. See, August 19th, 1023. That's when I'm doing this video. So you'll know whether or not we got it. You'll know because it'll tell you it was delivered. All right. And I'm going to go back to content again. This is where you primarily, again, where you navigate your course in content. And again, you're not totally online, so your instructors will walk you through things, right? Now, you'll notice here, there are some weeks that you have to do an assignment, all right, and submit something to the Dropbox, but maybe you need to complete a report, right? So notice this Dropbox, I can't click it. Why? Because I'm sitting here on August the 19th and it doesn't start till September 18th. But once it starts, you're going to be able to click this little puppy, right? But in the meantime, don't go click on the Dropbox here to submit your assignment until you've done it. So we have a file here, a little Word document that we need you to complete. So you can again download this. We always recommend the students download the document. So this is download and this is download. So when you click download, open her up. Now this is on your Strengths Quest assessment, but don't worry, right? You would have already done that because you're well into your 3rd week now, and we'll want you to complete the form. You save it to your desktop. Okay, you're going to save it, right, to your desktop. And then what you can do is you can go back in when that Dropbox is open. Okay, and then when the Dropbox is open, you can do just like we did up here when we showed you the Dropbox. Click it, and then you can go in and upload your file, which is this guy, completed, right, and submit it to the Dropbox. Simple, right? So you'll find that everything that you're going to have to do that week is in your course, even discussion boards. So now this doesn't start till September 25th, but when it does, you'll click it and you'll get access to your discussion boards. Now your instructor will show you how to post and what to do, okay, when you're in your classroom. So don't really worry about that too much, but your discussion boards will be open. All right. So that's how you're going to access things, okay, to submit to your course. Some students, they like to access their Dropbox. So you remember how we had this thing here? We said you can access your Dropbox through this way. You can also access Dropboxes this way. A lot of students like going through there to get to the Dropbox. And you'll notice here that all these Dropboxes, they will be open when we say they'll be open. This one I just set to be open now, right? But if I click it, if it's open, then it's ready to receive submissions, right? Now I opened it for August the 11th, but the idea here is I can go in, click add a file. From my computer, I will upload. I will find a file. Now, this is not the file you got to upload. You got to do in the first assignment, your Strengths Quest. But like I said, whatever the file is that you've completed or you've done, your instructor will tell you, then click add. Once you see it up there, click submit. Okay? And again, once you've clicked submit, confirmation email sent successfully. See, you see that little guy up here now, right? So you know you've submitted it. So there's a couple of different ways you can submit to the Dropbox. You can navigate again through content. Okay? Navigate through content to get your Dropboxes, or some students just prefer to go up here and get their Dropbox. You can also get your grades. Okay, so if you want to know how you're doing, now here we haven't done anything yet, right? But you'll get marks and it'll tell you what your weight is, okay, as you go through the course. So you will know how you're doing, all right? So your marks are there. You can have a look at that at some point. And you're also going to have access to your quizzes. I had showed you earlier how to get to the Chart of Expectations quiz. But again, you can get to that same quiz if you go into assessment quizzes. So sometimes there's more than one way to navigate the course. But again, you're not going to see anything if I click it because it doesn't open until September 3rd. But that's okay. If you go in there, once September 3rd, 6 a.m. rolls around, you're going to see something here that says start the quiz or start now or take the quiz, something like that. And you click that little puppy and that'll get you there. Okay? You only have one quiz in the course, so you're good. You don't have too much there. All right? So now, if you want to get to your discussion boards, we can go down to communication, because we did say that you might have some discussion boards to do in the course. And a discussion board is just you sharing your thoughts and feelings on a topic, okay, and responding to another student. Now here, you can't see all the discussions. You see a general one, right, because it's open. But once the other discussion boards open, you'll be seeing them. Okay, you'll be seeing them. So you can start to navigate. And again, in your course, when it gets closer to the time for you to be accessing discussions, they will pop up. You will see them and your instructor will remind you and let you know. Okay, here in the resources section, we have FAQ and some links. If you go to the FAQ, I set this up It's just what I like to do, because sometimes when students, Strengths Quest is an important part of our course. It's a little assessment that talks to you about what your talents are and how you can leverage those talents in your chosen career. So I give you some information about Strengths Quest here. So it's a little FAQ on Strengths Quest because we're going to spend some time doing it. And I also put some links in your course up here. So on our Mohawk policies, a little webinar on Strengths Quest, some study skills resources on benefits of groups, how to take notes, peer tutoring, you click there, how to study in groups, dealing with stress. A lot of these links I got from students, to be honest. Some of them, you'll have a discussion board where you talk a little bit about study skills. Some of the students posted some interesting stuff, so I says, well, that's a good link. I think I'll put that in my course. So there's a lot of stuff here for students. So when you need it, it's all there for you. Okay, we got a lot of stuff here. So I don't want to say too much more about it because it is a very busy site, but I did really want you to see how you could access your quizzes and your drop boxes and your discussion boards, whether you're in content or you're in one of these guys here, to get discussions and to get your Dropbox, to get your quizzes, to see your grades, those kinds of things. So more information will be revealed by your instructor, and you'll uncover things too. But the most important thing is, don't be afraid to ask if you can't find anything. Talk to other students, talk to your faculty, talk to your instructor. We're here to help you. We want to see you be successful. We don't want you to flunk. It's not in our best interest and sure isn't in yours. So make sure that you take the time to contact people if you're concerned or you can't find things. And again, the best advice I can give you is, because it's a very busy course, don't wait till the 11th hour to get things done. Don't say, oh, I got an assignment due in the Dropbox by 11:59 p.m. Oh, it's now 11:45 at night. I better get that thing done. Chances are you're not going to make the deadline, right? So don't wait till the last minute. That's why we give you some lead time. We may open the drop boxes earlier, but you can still access things and get things done before the deadlines, eh? So anyway, this concludes our short little orientation on how to find things in your environment and some of the things we do to help you keep pace with the course. Okay? If you have any questions, certainly let your instructor know. And again, thank you for choosing Mohawk. We're looking forward to our first semester with you.